Hey guys, it's Vin17. We're back in the video, and today we have a special interview with one of the pillars of the competitive gaming community, Bronze Bomber. You guys might have known him as MM20 Gaming in the past, and today we're going to be talking about everything we know about Madden Mobile 26, what we'd like to see, and what we think we'll see for the next game. So, Bronze, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Glad I was able to come on the channel. Obviously, Finn's has been a close friend of mine for almost half a decade now, I think.
Crazy.
So always happy to help out. If you've ever seen a defensive strategy on his channel, it's probably come from me. But don't tell my league I sent them. I've been playing competitively for a couple of years now, on and off. But yeah, so I'd love to dive into what we know about Madden Mobile 26.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to start it off with everything that we do know currently that's going to be implemented in the game. And let's start it off with the kind of big one here. So we got Evo Bronze. So they announced that obviously look out for Evo in the next season, aka this season. Obviously wouldn't be implemented in 25, but we may see it for 26. What do you think about that?
Yeah, obviously that's super exciting. That's something a lot of the community has been asking for a while. Lance hinted at it a few months ago. I don't know if you had caught that, but around when the Jamar Chase came out, Lance hinted that they were looking into Evo again for next year. Evo is great for free to play. Obviously, it's all going to depend on how EA structures it. I don't know what the structure is going to look like. I'm concerned because obviously EA does not normally have the most player-friendly structures. But if it's reasonable, Evo will change the landscape of the economy of the game. And will make it so that players that you get early on can be carried with you throughout the season. And you can play with your favorite player the whole time, instead of having to constantly recycle into whatever EA hands us. So that would be game-changing.
Yeah, some pretty good points right there. And yeah, I mean, if we see Evo in the next game in any way, shape, or form, I would personally welcome it with open arms. I mean, we know how it works, and it's just something new, different, exciting, which we've been kind of waiting for the last, 3 years. But who's counting?
Yeah, seriously, I'm always in for new and exciting. Even if it falls flat, it's new, it's different, and I'll enjoy it at least for a little bit.
Exactly. The next one is, of course, something that's currently in the game. That's all the Saquon Barkley events, and of course, Play It Forward. Do you think Play It Forward is the new season score? Like, what implications do you think, like having a good amount of Play It Forward tokens, maximizing as many as you can get, will have on the new game, and what kind of advantage it will bring?
Yeah, I know that Madden Mobile 25 burnout is a real thing. Trust me, even in my league that I play with, some of the best players in the game are burned out. They can't even log onto the game and play the event right now. But I do think Play It Forward is going to be important. It's always hard to tell, like season score. It's all up to EA. It really is. EA gets to decide the value of these tokens. But I can't imagine it will be bad to have them. It'll be nice to get a little jump start on anyone who's returning back to the game and doesn't have these Play It Forward tokens. Hopefully that you can turn them into a couple players or two who will have significant impact on your team. My concern is I'm going to log in. It's going to be like, great, you get 3 pro packs. But that's just the pessimist in me. I mean, I feel like when you play Madden Mobile for this long, you have to be a little bit cynical and expect the worst. But we'll see. I hope they surprise me. I think it's important to keep up with it. I haven't been the best at keeping up with the achievements, but I encourage everyone out there to play them, get them done, and use those tokens next season.
Absolutely. And if you guys remember season score from all those years ago, we haven't had a season score since, I believe, Madden Mobile 18 or something like that. It was just something that, you gain achievements, you gain packs, and you can use those packs in the next season of the game to obviously claim rewards. Like you could get, at that time, elite players, you could get stadiums, you could get packs. It was very hype.
They're the best.
Yeah, and we haven't had something like that in so long. I mean, I get it. Players carry over, guys. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like head starts in the new game, with cool packs and stuff.
And the best for those legacy events, you could play with your legacy team. It was always a nice throwback to the year prior. You could get some nice rewards from legacy events. It's always fun. So yeah, I would love to see more of a continuation of the players that I have earned in this game being useful next year. But unfortunately, EA's got to make money somehow, and I don't know.
Exactly. I just hope it's not the 3 pro packs like you mentioned. But
Oh.
yeah. Moving on,
What
we
else?
have.
What else?
we have I guess the last thing I'll go over is another thing that's currently in the game is the Saquon Barkley card art badge. I know you're probably not the biggest into card art, but like, that's kind of weird, right? Like we have a separate card for customizable art. Like I guess it's something new, but what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, unfortunately, I got sucked into the competitive screen in this game, and I'm always like, show me the stats, show me the stats. Stats, how are they going to play in LBL? And I do tend to overlook cosmetic things like this, but it is nice. I know there is a community of people who appreciates things like that. It drives me nuts when I'm looking and they're releasing like the worst card ever. I'm like, no one needs this guy. We have 10 halfbacks already. And someone's like, but the card art looks good. And I'm like, oh my God. But you know what? They have fun. I can't blame them for it. So I respect the EA for trying something new here at the end. And maybe in the future we'll see more cool card art. That would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. But now moving into the second part of this, which is, and I guess you guys already know that they announced that they foresee substantial changes to Madden Mobile 26. Now, I made a video on this. They said that last year, which they kind of did, which they said, and I quote, I feel like the game will be a lot different than you guys expect. And when I opened the game, it was exactly what I expected. But as far as substantial changes, Bronze, let's talk about what we think that means and what we want it to mean. So I'll let you take the floor.
Oh boy, yeah, like you said, what we think that means. I think it doesn't mean much, unfortunately. They say it every year, and then the changes are always a bit sad these days. But I hope they shock me. I find it easier to keep my hopes low, my expectations low. So then even if it's something that's meh, I'm surprised. Just to get into some specifics, let's start in leagues. I think that Siege, I think they're going to drop the drive count down. For those of you who are involved in a league that plays Siege actively, competitively, you have to buy your 2 extra tickets. 12 Siege drives is a lot of drives. It takes a long time. For someone like me who has multiple accounts, it takes a really long time. I spend way too much time playing Siege. I would love for them to cut that down to 5-6 drives and call it there. Other league moves, I could see the league sizes being reduced from 16 to like 14 or 12, just to try to spread out some of the talent. I could see them switching E1 to Hall of Fame difficulty so that the E1 league could get some reps playing on harder difficulty. I could see them changing the play limit from 2 to 1 per drive. Fins, I want to get your thoughts on that. I know you haven't been as big into the competitive game, but you've played LVL before. We've played in leagues together. Mm-hmm. What do you think if they were to change it from, instead of being able to call play twice every drive, you can only call it once to try to diversify play calling?
I mean, I think I speak for majority of people when I say, obviously, I wouldn't like that. I like just the way it is right now. At least that's what I'm used to. So I wouldn't like a change, to be honest. I like it the way it is. Yeah, fair. I definitely think there's a rift there between the people who are playing casually who are like, yeah, I just want to use my plays. What? And then there's the people like me who are in these top leagues. It's like, oh my God, everyone has the same play calling. Everyone calls the same 5 plays and run them back to back to back. So I'm like, I want to see someone use something different. And I think that honestly raises a great point. Maybe EA should look into only making that change for Hall of Fame. So the players, make them diversify their play calling once they get up into that top 10, top 20 range. I hadn't even thought about that, so I'm glad you brought that up. Of course, and that's got to be such an easy implementation. I mean, just to make it for only Hall of Fame, I mean, that can't be.
You'd think it's an easy implementation, but you'd be surprised by the amount of things that I've thought would be easy to implement. I'm told there's no way they could possibly implement them.
Fair.
So, one other, for example, actually, let me provide an example. One example of that was we said, hey, for this new system of framing that you're doing towards the end of the season, where there's 2 mythics, there's 2 STT mythics, we were like, why don't you make it so that's a select pack? And when you reach 866, you can select one of the 2 mythics, and when you reach 10-10-10, you can get the other one. And then you can choose which one you want to get first. And the devs were like, there was no way we could possibly implement that. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
but
what?
Whatever. Shows their capabilities. Yeah. As far as gameplay changes, I don't expect anything, to be honest, other than that play thing, because they need a new engine, and I've been told they're a couple years out from a new engine. So, unfortunately, your blockers aren't going to block, your receivers aren't going to catch. You're still going to have broken routes run the wrong way. Let's think. What other areas of the game can we talk about, Vince? Any ideas?
Okay. Well, stepping off the competitive side of things,
Sorry,
how
it's hard
about
for me
no,
to
no,
do
no,
once I get rambling.
no worries. I want to talk about just like packs. What about packs? Like packs are not fun, nor are they,
No, they're not.
there's no point to packs. I will say this, guys. Like, besides promo packs, field pass packs, just the regular core packs that we have are great for like the first day just to see the new players. Besides that, they serve absolutely no purpose. Coins are much better, like, and cash, obviously. They have so much better usage now with training, with the team training and everything like that, that they're too valuable. You can't use them for packs anymore. And even when you do, I mean, what's the best thing you can get out of a pack? An iconic from like 2 months ago?
That step up, yeah.
Yeah, like there's no benefit to it. I just want to see the game. Its roots were packs, like back in the day. And I know I've been asking for this for a while, obviously, but like the game is a card game. It is a card game. Like there is no focus on packs, and now you can't even open packs by yourself anymore. They open for you. That's just a small thing, but I just want to see some change.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, just to piggyback off of that, I mean, from a content creator standpoint, like pack openings are the most, like everyone loves to watch a pack opening. I mean, I remember waking up as a kid on Christmas Day, and the first thing I would do was first I would go open my Madden Mobile Christmas presents, and I would get some awesome rewards. And I would go open up YouTube and go watch Slay and MMT and Goose and MML and all these big guys open their Easter eggs, Christmas presents, whatever it was. And you could get like top rewards. You could pack a player who was going to go straight onto your team and make an impact. Like you said, nowadays you get a couple tokens. Like you get an uncommon to trade into a set.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Christmas presents, fireworks, and all that. Like,
oh god, yeah. Oh, fireworks are coming up. Can't wait to see the nothing that's in them.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
It's disappointing to me. It really is. They've ruined it because everyone gets the same thing. It's all just players that are going to trade into those sets anyways. EA comes from a space where they want a controlled economy. They want to know exactly what every player can get, and they can manage that, and exactly how much you have to spend to be able to get a certain player. That's the reason for removing the auction house. That's the reason for removing good players in packs.
Absolutely.
I would love for them to find the middle ground. You don't need to make it so that players can survive only off packs and not have to spend you any money, but make it possible to get something good. Bring the fun back to opening packs. I'm with you there.
Absolutely. I guess the last thing I should mention here, and before we end off this video, is carryover. Now, we already know Madden Cash is carrying over. Now, as a competitive player, what do you personally want to see carry over? Because for me, I'm all about getting back to our roots and full reset. No players, no training points, no coins carry over, and like everyone kind of resets, obviously. But from your standpoint, what do you want to see roll over, and what do you see, that you don't want to roll over?
Yeah, I may not speak for the entire competitive community. I don't pretend that my opinions are what everyone has, but I would say the upper echelon of leagues invest a lot of capital into their teams. I know personally I've spent way more than I'd even ever like to admit this year, and I would love to see some value of those players. I know they did the stamina trade this year for the maxes, but then this year we don't have maxes. I believe, did I see somewhere that they said they expect heroes to be able to remain on your team next year for a little bit?
I think that's just speculation. I think it's just speculation based on how max works.
Speculation?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to see at least the heroes that I've invested so much time and money into be usable. Like, I would hope that Calvin Johnson can be a receiver on my team for a month or 2 months into the game before I have to recycle him. But I do understand you wanting the fresh reset. It would be nice. I would love a fresh reset. if it would have if I was able to have a good team without spending thousands of dollars.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they restructure the way the economy works, I'm all in. Reset it, take away everything I have. Let me keep my Madden cash because I've spent a lot. I've been saving that up. I recommend everyone save stuff. At this point, there's not a single reason you should be spending Madden cash in Madden Mobile 25. You don't need it. I promise you. Save it for the next game.
Well put. Well, the last thing that I'm gonna ask you here, and this is strictly for professional reasons, but Bronze, toss me a prediction for your Madden Mobile 26 release date.
Ooh, yes. Professional. Let's see. Oh, I think they're going to surprise everyone and go a bit earlier this year. Just because I think they're going to be number 10. Because I think no one's playing right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go with August. I'm going to go August 11th.
Okay. Okay, and just for comparison's sake,
for
comparison's sake, we got it I think on the 8th last year. So.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. It came out a bit early. Then yeah, I think sweet spot is going to be between like the 7th and the 11th. I would love to see it that second week of August. I know it used to be like mid to late August, and I guess that's where I'm coming from. But it's good that they've shifted it up earlier.
Obviously, yeah, because there's no auction house shutdown or anything like So.
Oh yeah, please. All right, I would love to see August 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. That would be great. But I expect it to be that second week.
I hope it's later because if they say it's later, it kind of makes me think they're putting more emphasis on the new stuff that they're adding, like Evo. Like, obviously they've released the game early the past couple of years because it's the same game. It's straight up copy paste. You know what I mean? So if they are adding anything like Evo and if they do announce like an earlier release time, I personally think August 13th. If they're serious about Evo, because honestly we haven't heard anything since they kind of hinted at that in March, right? So I think August 13th.
Right. All right, I guess we'll see. I'll have to keep refreshing my phone come August. I'm sure Lance will let us know soon enough with some more MM26 reveals, and I'm excited to keep paying attention to your videos and see what's happening.
Appreciate it. So that's gonna pretty much do it for today, guys. Bronze, again, thank you so much for hopping on the channel and giving us your words of wisdom here. If you guys want to, obviously, I don't think he posts, but if you want to subscribe to him, his link will be in the description. Like, give him a sub because why not? Why not?
Maybe I'll come back.
Maybe he'll come back one day and you'll thank me for hooking you up with his channel.
There we go. Always.
But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your predictions, what you want to see in the game, what you think is going to be in the game. I might make a separate video reacting to what you guys think as well in the future. So yeah, put those in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one, and peace out.